About a typical dating don't pet peeve of probably a lot of people, not just me. Don't you just high it when men, or even women,
Hate
tell
it.
you that they like the same subjects as you, want the same things as you do, or even tell you they will do something that you want them to do, until they have got you, and then when they win you over and you become officially boyfriend and girlfriend, they drop the big bombshell on you that they do not want the same things, like the same things, and will not do what you want? They do the exact opposite and you end up clashing or even hating that person. I have had someone do that to me, and when you find out the truth, it does become a major issue and can even destroy a potential future relationship. These people are what are called false advertisers. They deliberately set out to deceive you into making you think that they are the perfect boyfriend or girlfriend just so you will purchase them, if you will. It is kind of nice that they make an effort to win your heart, but it is not fun when you find out the truth. That is a complete and utter disappointment, which has just been an obstacle to waste your time with a person that is obviously not right for you. They could also be called time wasters in this case. So in conclusion, this message from me today is to advise young people who are looking for a mate not to advertise yourself falsely just to win over your crush. Just be honest. It may be a cliche, but it really is the best policy in most, not all cases. Smiley face, especially when you are putting yourself up as a potential partner for someone to spend the rest of their life. Hello everyone, who here is sick of seeing stick-thin women in everything you watch now. I've seen a few old movies and the women in them have meat on their bones and beautiful hourglass figures. I think they look much nicer than the twigs you see in 2.5 Men, Friends, and other sitcoms and movies. In 2.5 Men, there is one girl in it that is a real woman size, that lesbian daughter of the former Charlie Harper, but she is always covered up while all these sickeningly skinny women prance around with boyish figures and bones sticking out. And they are supposed to be gorgeous hot women? They look awful to me. I used to look like them and was not happy. Now I've got meat on my bones and an hourglass shape and I'm ecstatically happy. Is this what men like? Concave bellies, jutting hip bones, hips the same size as waist, thighs same size as ankles, bony shoulders, necks that look veiny that could snap from turning slightly to the left? I think if that is what they like, then they are crazy. And the women who strive to look like twigs are even more bonkers. I think the media should go back to showing curvy women and the odd skinny one here and there. All models should not need to be skinny or even tall. What's wrong with short women? Women are meant to be shorter than men, not freakishly tall and looking sogged in.
Hey, what's sogged in? I don't know what that means. I'll have to read it again. Sogged in. Okay. Oh, looking sodding anemic. Ignore the text on the photo. I don't think women should sport tattoos. Maybe little, subtle ones. This was hilarious. Gotta read this one off.
Hello again, readers. I know it's been a long time since I've updated this journal, but well, I'm back now. Long story as to why I've been idle. Anyway, pressing on to the subject at hand. Remember my first ever post, which was about hats with ears, animal hats, and how I started that trend? Well, after that trend kicked off and practically everyone was, and still are, wearing hats with ears, I decided to go out wearing a headband with ears, as I got my hair all nice and bunchy, big with volume, and I didn't want to wear a hat, but I wanted the same look. Well, some girl went past and said, "See your hair, dead common and snarky." Obviously making fun of the fact I was wearing an animal ear headband, photographed above. I was confused as to why it is perfectly acceptable to wear hats with ears and not headbands. Which are more subtle? So seeing as how no one seems to wear headbands with ears, I've decided to go out wearing them to start yet a new trend, and if anybody comments on it in a snarky way, I'm gonna ask them what the freaking difference is. One is a hat and one is a band. They both have ears, uneasy face. Unfortunately, the one in the photo got broke. It was my only pair, so I'm gonna have to buy a new one. What was funniest of all, my mum was with me, and immediately after that girl said, "See your air," she mocked her, shouting, "See year, in a high-pitched, screechy voice like the brat. Anyway, the message here is that there is no difference between a headband and a hat with ears, and anyone should just feel free to go out in an animal headband as they wouldn't.
Animal hat. Why did it say the last two words of the sentence? That's weird.